Hey-ho, everybody. Welcome back to the Square the Circle Music Channel. It's me, your pal again, Aaron Major. That's right. That guy that likes to talk about circles and squares, spinning records, collecting music, and music appreciation, amongst many other wonderful things and topics we like to discuss around here in Western Oregon, in the United States of America. We are getting our asses handed to us by a pretty monstrous heat wave. Going on probably like day 6 of well over 90-degree temperatures, even a couple days over 100 degrees. I got the day off work today. I'm tired of swimming in my own ball soup, if you know what I mean. Whew, I need like 3 cold showers a day. Luckily, I live on the premises where I work, and that is a godsend, some could say, because I can, you know, drop what I'm doing if I had a nasty few moments or a couple hours where it was pretty arduous and rough. I can drop what I'm doing, come inside in the air conditioning, slam a bunch of water, take a cold shower if I really need to, that kind of thing. So I'm a lucky boy. Anyway, let's get off that topic and let's start talking about music, shall we? It's my Saturday, and so I woke up early and like milled around in the garden and then started watching YouTube while I'm drinking coffee, like I like to do most days. But I stumbled across some really great new channels on the YouTubes of folks here in the vinyl community, in the VC we like to call it. So that's been great to discover new channels, and I've been getting lots of really fantastic and really positive and really nice commentary and people saying nice things this week to me on my channel, and that is really nice of you guys. Thanks. It's inspiring too. So coming across new channels that way, these friendly folks, and discovering what they have to give the vinyl community, it's been a lot of fun. So I wanted to give a couple shout outs and jump on a thread. I want to hop aboard the fun bus. Toot toot, let's go. This was a thread that I picked up on from a guy that I just discovered his channel, and he, like I said, made some really nice comments to me on my channel. His name is Mike, and he has a channel called MGK Boston. So thanks, Mike, for sharing all the cool things that you share on your channel, and I'm going to do a deep dive and get into some more of your episodes. And I like your real kind of like no nonsense, quick paced, delivery, and just kind of like rapid fire right at you. And I love and respect that type of stuff, because I'm seemingly incapable of that type of delivery. I like to hem and haw. I like to kind of ramble on, but it's like, you guys are my only friends. I'm just kidding. So yeah, thanks for your cool channel, dude. And you are continuing a thread, I guess, that was started by another gentleman by the name of Matt, and his channel is called Prime Analog Records. I believe he is the creator of this thread that I'm jumping on. So he likes to talk about pretty women, and I do too, pal. So you can all look back in the history of my videos on my channel here, the Square the Circle Music Channel. And like a few months ago, I didn't start a thread, but I did just kind of like an homage video to 10 of my very, very favorite female artists. And that was a lot of fun for me, because don't we all love the female type? So, yeah, great thread, dude. And you too, Mike, from your Boston channel, and your picks were super cool too. So I'm going to show you guys my picks. Not again of the stuff that I had the video. I'm going to interject a couple of the heavy hitters, in my opinion, some of my very favorite musicians. But this is going to be, more of a focus on just kind of like a wide array of things, and just beautiful women. I think his initial thought was kind of just like women in rock, right? But then I noticed on Mike's video from the Boston channel, he was focusing on all kinds of artists, not just rock artists, but like country artists and R&B and whatever, singer-songwriters and songstresses and things. So yeah, I'm gonna try to get as eclectic with it as I can as well, not just rock artists, but all types of artists. So here's some of my favorite rock and roll / everything artists, beautiful women in the music industry. First off, right out of the gates, I actually just picked up a copy of this. I've been getting copies of her records quite a bit more these days just because she's so fantastic. I just love everything that she does. And again, kind of her mild-mannered, kind of, folk stylings of, the 60s and early 70s. And she's gorgeous. She just is. Her whole presence, her whole aura. I love Joni Mitchell. And I picked up this really, really, like, incredibly clean copy of Court and Spark by her with the original, like, the hype sticker or whatever you want to call it, promo sticker with her, signature style here, which is actually embossed on the album right here, but it's very difficult to see. So they want to make sure that everybody knows when this was being sold that it was an album by Joni Mitchell. She's gorgeous. Love everything that she's ever done. So yeah, let's keep her around for a while. Hooray for Joni Mitchell, another classic beauty, classic in the music industry. Popular music was interesting back in the 60s, late 50s and 60s, and the Sinatras and their, interesting brand of popular music that they gave the world. I mean, interesting in the fact that, like, their relationship energy was pretty strange, and my God, she's just stunning, isn't she? She's absolutely stunning. These boots are made for walking. She's great, and this is probably my favorite of her album covers. I just love the white dress, and I love the off-white, everything about it. Blondes, dude. Yeah, so hooray for Nancy Sinatra. Here's another gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous woman. And I wasn't really all too familiar with her music at all because I'm trying to kind of like get myself familiarized and with a lot of like R&B and classic like soul music and blues and all those types of genres that I'm just really not hyper familiar with. Just because of my upbringing, and I was a kid of the 80s and 90s, you know what I mean? So a lot of this stuff really wasn't on my radar, music of the 50s, 60s. But yeah, she's gorgeous. This album is fan-fucking-tastic. The album's Soulful by Dionne Warwick. Whew! Yeah, she's absolutely stunning, isn't she? Again, and this album fucking slaps. It's magnificent. I've never heard such sultry, soulful, beautiful stuff before. It kind of took me aback, kind of knocked me upside the head. It's like, man, I've got to start listening to more artists like this. And what a beauty. Yeah, so hooray for Dionne Warwick. She's still around too, I think, isn't she? Yeah, a lot of these beautiful women are still long livers, surviving. So, maybe easier for women to survive in the music industry and in the spotlight. I don't know. Women live longer, better genetics. Just more capable creatures pretty much all around. Hooray for women. We love these gorgeous creatures, and I especially love Dale Bozio. She's magnificent. I love that just kind of really cool, off the wall pop punk, interesting kind of synth, prog, like all kinds of elements to the band Missing Persons, of course, but she being the front and center spotlight star of that band, she really sold it. The over-the-top theatrics and the kind of, elements of like Cyndi Lauper and Madonna and all kinds of other stuff that was going on at the time. I guess this was a little bit earlier than that. They were more like late 70s, early 80s, right? But killer fucking band. Dale Bozio. Such a beautiful creature. Beautiful, beautiful creature. Here's another beautiful creature. I love her music. This is more of a modern day contemporary artist, kind of getting out of the old and getting into the very new. An incredible pianist and music maker, multi-instrumentalist. This is something that I stumbled across just at the very end of last year. I think this was a 2021 release, but had never heard of her before. And the art, is what caught my eye. And all the piano composition stuff on the back, I was like, yeah, I'm definitely gonna love this. Her name is Erika Dohe. Japanese born, but American raised. And like I said, a bit of a virtuoso in the realm of the piano. But this music is different. This isn't just straight, piano music. It's all types of like experimental synthesizer ambient drone moments, super psychedelic, cool moments, but all centered heavily primarily around the piano as an instrument. All instrumentals, some interesting kind of vocalizations, but only ever really done in kind of like an experimental, interjective manner. You know, there's no real pop sensibility to her music. She's just beautiful, and I love the music that she makes. So yeah, everyone check out this release 2021, I believe. Erika Dohe, and her album is called I, Castor Pollux. Don't really know what that means, but wasn't that a character from a fucking action movie? Wasn't that one of the characters' names, one of the bad guys from the movie? Was it Face Off with with Cage? It was, I'm pretty sure, one of the characters' names in that movie that was opposite Nick Cage was some character named Castor Pollux. I just put that together in my head. Anyway, I'm rambling, guys. Sorry. Check out this beautiful woman and her amazing album. Here's kind of a curveball, in a sense. This is a really super sick band that doesn't highlight the woman in the band. She's just kind of like, you know, a player in the rock band, in the background, doesn't really get any of the limelight. Sure, she likes it that way. Not every woman has to be in the goddamn spotlight all the time. This band is called Wand. They are an insanely fucking cool fuzz rock psych band from America. This album is called Golem. I believe it was released in like, I always screw this one up. It's probably 2014, 2015, I want to say. Super fucking cool rock band. Especially this album, this label, In the Red Records, they were notorious. I think they got, or they helped get, what's his butt? The guy from like the OCs and, damn it, why am I drawing a blank on his name? Ty Segall, yeah. The band Fuzz, the band Meat Bodies, they're all on this label, In the Red Records. So everyone check out that record label, look dope. But let's talk about what's her butt. She plays the keyboards in the band. She plays all the really amazing kind of like, you know, atmospheric, interesting psychedelic quality that this band has. So she's the synthesizer keyboard player. I had to write her name down because it's an interesting name that I didn't really know up until I researched who she was, because she's gorgeous. And I get to see them. They're coming to Eugene. They're going to play Eugene next month. So I'm going to see them. Her name is Sophia Araguin. Sophia Araguin. And she's the keyboardist for this band, Wand. Everybody check them out. They're fucking cool. And she's amazing. Another interesting name that I had to write down here, so please excuse me while I'm referring to my notes, because these are some really kind of exotic names that these women have. This was my favorite album of 2021. I've talked about it quite a bit in the last, 8 months. It's fucking incredible. I love everything about it. This is the band called Jin. They're a French psych rock prog inspired, kind of some like black metal inspirations, like really effing cool. Album's called Meandering Soul, like I said, from last year, but their lead singer, and she plays the electric harp as well. Beautiful, stunning, shocking, amazing witchy woman. Her name is Chloe Panalou. Panalou? They're French. Sorry, I'm not very good at that language. Panhalou. Chloe Panhalou. She's just jaw-dropping. She's fucking amazing. And her vocals are just, split you in two, man. She'll split you in two. She's so stunning. Yeah, so hooray for her. And that band is sick, guys. Everyone check out Jin from France, if you like crazy kind of like psyched out metal prog. No, it's not metal. It's not prog. It sounds more like kind of like just like 70s psych, early 70s psych rock. So really cool, guys. Check it out. Moving along, I'll quicken the pace here, talking about beautiful women and all of the magic music they make. This is some more of the artists that I mentioned, like I said in a video I did months ago about my favorite female artists. for every reason, this woman. She's absolutely gorgeous in the physical sense, and she's absolutely stunning in the, you know, talent arena as well. Multi-instrumentalist, sings like an angel. Yeah, Suzanne Santo is her name. And she had this group a couple years ago before taking her solo career to new heights. But she had a guitar player friend, and they sang some really great Americana country styling kind of popular music. Band called Honey Honey. This was their third album. I wanted to say probably 2013, something like that. Sorry, 2015. But yeah, again, Suzanne Santo does it all. Beautiful voice, plays the fiddle, plays the guitar, plays the banjo, probably can fucking play a set of drums, can probably do it all. So, yeah, she's magnificent. So, we love her. Here's another really kind of cool, interesting one that I've highlighted before many times on my channel. I love their breed of like Scandinavian jazz mixed with hard rock, like some like really crunching, brooding, dark elements to this, like almost kind of like Scandinavian black metal in a sense, but you're not going to hear the familiar sounds of that type of heavy music, you know, not a lot of like crazy filtered, crunchy guitar and like, you know, like crazy stuff, but there's elements of metal in this. And of course, it being from the land of Norway, which is one of my favorite parts of the world these days, musically speaking, and for every other reason, they're a great fucking nation. Hooray for Norway. This album by the woman Hedvig Molestad Thomason. This band is just called Hedvig Molestad. She also has a trio that she plays with separately called the Molestad Thomason Trio. But anyway, she's a sick fucking guitarist. She plays primarily like a large body, like a large hollow bodied Gibson, I think maybe a Les Paul of some type, or something similar like an Epiphone or something. She just can, man, she fucking shreds, dude. Like, and jazzy too, like intricate, you know, all kinds of interesting finger picking patterns, but just also just killer rock and roll stylings, and she can shred. She's amazing. She's absolutely amazing. Again, this album called Echidna. This was 2020, I believe, right? I think this was a 2020 release. It would have been, it wasn't quite on my radar. I didn't really like catch wind of her and this group until a little bit later into 2020 or maybe even 2021. But yeah, I had to order it from Rune Gramophone. They're a, you know, Norwegian record label. That's so kind of hard to find this stuff in the States. You have to pay quite a bit of money for records like this. But yeah, incredible album, guys. Check it out. Check her out. Hedvig Molestad. Again, one I've talked about many, many, many times on my channel, but you know, when we're talking about gorgeous women who make amazing music, she has to be on that list. I'm talking about Emma Ruth Rundle. You guys know of Emma Ruth Rundle, right? She has a fantastic solo career, but also has been well known for playing with this amazing black metalcore band called Thou. She did a collaboration with them. And this album's haunting, beautiful, magnificent in every way, shape, and form. And she is just gorgeous and makes some pretty insanely killer music on her own too. So everybody check out everything Emma Ruth Rundle ever has given the world, which will continue to give the world. Thank goodness she's another one of those younger artists that is truly talented through and through, and she's young. She'll be around to give us magnificent music for years to come. Okay guys, only a couple left. I like to throw curveballs at you sometimes and give you kind of weird, kind of, you know, interesting things to chew on, but this is sorry about the bad pun, but everyone needs something interesting to chew on. Why are you showing us this, Mage? Well, I just happen to love this album cover. This is one of my favorite album covers ever. It's one of my favorite soundtracks from a movie ever. The movie's fantastic. I think that Scarlett Johansson is drop dead one of the most gorgeous women in the world. And yeah, there's her can right there. It's pretty rad. So hey, sorry about the sexist nature of this shit I'm showing you and talking about, but I don't give a fuck. This is my channel, and I'm going to talk about whatever the hell I want. It ain't illegal to look at a woman's ass, is it? No. And I'm going to keep this around for a while, so I hope you don't mind. Just wanted to show it to you guys. It's the curveball. But yeah, it's an amazing soundtrack, so everybody check it out. This movie's fantastic. As far as I know, Scarlett Johansson doesn't do anything in the world of rock and roll, doesn't play an instrument, doesn't sing, who knows, but she's got a fantastic booty, and it just happens to grace the cover of this fantastic album. So, yeah, there's my cheat. There's my cheesecake, boys and girls. Scarlett Johansson's ass. It's great. Here's the last one, guys. I'll stop talking at you, but thanks for letting me join up on this thread, talking about beautiful women in the music biz. This was on my favorites of 2021, of course. It was way up there. It was probably, I don't want to say number 3 or number 2 on my favorite albums of last year, because the band is fucking sick. And the album is just hands down, it's just magnificent. And their lead woman is just to die for. She's drop dead gorgeous, and she's incredibly talented. She's been around. You guys have seen her. She's had a couple weird boyfriends in the industry, in the world of rock and roll. Her name is Ellie Rosal. This is a British, an English rock group called Wolf Alice. Wolf Alice and their album Blue Weekend from last year, 2021. And like I said, man, the woman can shred. She can sing. Her voice is so amazing. There's something about her vibrato. Her vibrato is perfect. You know what I mean? It wavers in that area where it's not obnoxious. It doesn't, it doesn't warble too much, and she's not flat. Obviously, there's no flat tone quality to her. She has just that perfect amount of, shudder in her voice that makes it so inviting, fun to listen to, and kind of gives you a little bit of a boner if you're one of those type of people. Yeah, love her to death. Everything she does in Wolf Alice is magnificent. She plays the guitar. She's the lead, not the lead guitarist, but she's the lead singer and rhythm guitar player. Can write a catchy, clever tune. Everyone else in the band on the periphery, just a bunch of, average looking Joe dudes, but they can play their instruments. They're a magnificent band. So that's my last mention. Thanks for letting me play along, boys and girls, and everybody else in between. Thank you, gentlemen, again, Matt and Mike from both of your channels, for everything you do for the vinyl community, all the cool videos and all the neat shit you show us. Yeah, that's all I got for you on this beautiful Sunday morning. So peace be with you. Keep them clean. Yeah, later, fuckers.